What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Robeytech. Today, we are building inside of the brand new Fractal Mood. And so, did you guys hear the intro? You guys heard the intro, right? Yeah, it'll be quite the mood. Yes, I love that you're already starting with the jokes. You did not, stupid. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I can fix, I want it, like, the intro was playing. Weird, but this time it was coming through voice chat, and so when I pushed this, you guys did not hear it this time.
Commencing Robeytech broadcast checklist. Computer hardware. Cameras.
Can you hear it now?
Audio. Moderators. Deals.
Okay.
Giveaways.
Okay, well, it's there.
Dad
Okay, so
jokes. Zip ties.
well, now we're here, and we're live. But welcome
Live
everybody
and
to
broadcast
the show.
worldwide.
So glad
This
to actually have you
is
here.
Robeytech.
I know it's been a while since we've done a build. I'm sorry, I have been in Elden Ring heck, but we got through it. We'll probably play some more today, but we are finally building inside of this case. And not only that, we're actually gonna go with a build that's not approved, but I got an anonymous source that said that they were able to fit a 4090 inside of this. So today we test it, which means if you can do a 4090, that means you can do a 4080 FE, as well as that 4080 Super or 4080 Super FE, as well as that ProArt 4080 Super as well. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna try and see if we can get inside of it. We're also, for the first time, wow, sorry. I had to cram down some food, so I've got a little bit of phlegm. We're also gonna play with this. It's a brand new cooler that I actually haven't messed with M.2, but I was talking with Andrew over at Fractal, and he was like, hey, this actually works really, really well for this particular case, given it's a negative pressure situation. So I figured, hey, why not use this? So today, we're actually gonna build a build that I think is what I believe viable for what this case is really. Robey music is a tad too loud. Okay, sure, let me turn it down. So today we're gonna build a case, going to build a build that I feel like this case is really built around, because this is supposed to be a PC build that doesn't look like a PC build. And there were two kind of primary, and I know how I love how I'm walking around like I'm talking about this case, but hey, luckily I have a good sized room to do it in. This is supposed to be a case that isn't supposed to look like a PC build. And it's really something that you could use as like a media center PC or something that's on your desk that, doesn't look like it's a standard, RGB nightmare, like which are kind of the builds that I love. So if you wanted to have something like that, the only thing is that when we thought about, and if you watch my review on this case, when we thought about what that means specifically, it either means that somebody's doing, like, if they're stock investors or something like that, that's high data sets, which means they need something very, very powerful. Wow, a hype train. Wow, you guys are amazing. So we have a hype train going. Remember, if we get to level 5, we give away a $25 Newegg gift card right away. So let's let you guide on that, and I'll talk about giveaways here in a minute. But you need a super high-powered CPU. And the most that you can put inside of this, because of a 240mm AIO, and what we saw with some of the breathability issues, is like a 14700K or a 7700X. The 7950 really kind of oversoak what this case is able to necessarily cool. Now, Fractal said that they were actually getting better temps that we did. Maybe we just chose the one 240mm AIO that doesn't work all that well, and it takes a lot to kind of build inside of this case. So one case that we can work on is the home theater system, which, if you think about it from the streaming standpoint, sure, that's not a big deal. But this case is actually rather expensive when you think about it. And if you were gonna play on a 4K TV, you need a GPU that's capable of playing and gaming at 4K. And that, when you think about non-AI assists, let's say pure rasterization, those are like your 4080 Supers and your 4090s. And there was only like one 4080 Super that would fit in this, and that has a tendency to be sold out quite a bit. So it was like, well, it's kind of limiting for the two cases that I can think of for this. So today we're gonna put that to rest and actually build something inside of it that I feel like is worthy of a case of this thing. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna be doing that with a 7800X3D and a 4090 FE. McWilshire Baggins, thank you very much for the sub. I also want to give a shout out to PC Guy 8808, Mugen Shipya. Thank you very much for yours. Replica Gaming 2, Sharkashay, Lola Bunny, you guys are all amazing. Thank you very much for the subs and for being here today. Guys, I'm sorry. Don't worry. We are now, like, builds are coming. We're also shifting the schedule around because we just ended a brand new show that's with a tech talk show with myself from UFD Tech. That's going to be happening on Tuesday. So you're actually getting more Robeytech. The other thing that I'm actually excited to announce today is that we're also bringing back Mod Workshop with Intel. It's completely a build show. There's no more of that gaming or tech stuff. It's literally just going to be building, and we're giving every one of those PCs away right live on stream for the most part. I'd say 90%. Let's not say every. I don't want to make a promise that may not turn out to be true. And the first one of those is coming up in July, and we're going to be giving away a beautiful PC in partnership with Corsair. So the good thing is that you have lots more Robey coming. I'm actually going to be more often on here, and we should have a lot of stuff going on. Let's talk about giveaways. We have the usual. We get 250 likes over at youtube.com/RobeyTechLive, and we'll give away a $25 Newegg gift card. If we get to 50 subs, we'll give away a $50 Newegg gift card. And then here we have right here, if we get to a level 5 hype train, we'll give away a $25 Newegg gift card. So that's kind of it. One of the other things too is as the show has kind of grown, especially when on the YouTube side and the stuff that we're doing and all that sort of stuff, right? Again, we're still gonna have lots of awesome giveaways. All of the money that we have that goes into this basically goes directly back into, doing giveaways for you. So that is the goal here. Would love to get level 5 hype train. We're at level 3 right now. That's only 2 levels we got to get through to basically knock it out, and we go from there. I'm wondering what else is changing about the Mod Workshop format. Well, the other thing too is it'll here be in Seattle, so it won't be in LA. So we have a new studio that we're kitting out for it. Thank you, May Akins. We have a new studio that we're kitting out for it, and it'll just be me on the show. There is currently, you might see guests from time to time, but for the most part, it'll just be me building with cool modded builds, themed builds, or build-specific stuff on a consistent basis. So that's it. I'm feeling completely fine. I had to rush eating food, and so I think I just have a little bit of phlegm kind of built up. So that's what's going on. Trying to think of what else. I'm trying to think if there's any other news. New talk show. Mod Workshops are back. We got some other cool stuff coming up with AMD as well, which I'm actually very excited about. We have nothing that we can publicly announce. I'm just letting you know there's some cool stuff coming up with them as well. And then we got some cool builds. We got this build, the Cougar build. We have a brand new case we're debuting on Tuesday, which you actually have already seen a build in. We're going to be building inside of the NZXT H7 Flow. That'll be happening on Tuesday, so we have a cool build on that. We're also going to be checking out the Cougar. We have a new build from a new case from Gamdius. We have a new AIO that we're going to be debuting from Tri-X, which you guys have seen if you guys watched any of our Computex coverage. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming up. Plus, we have a blacked out commission build as well. So yeah, we have some cool stuff coming up as well. So it's just builds, but Intel only. Yeah, it's just builds, but it's Intel only, and then Intel obviously giving you guys cool stuff. But it'll be cool themed builds, usually around gaming and stuff like that. So you might see, a Star Wars Outlaws build or an Elden Ring build or whatever it was, or builds that they have partnerships with on top of builds that we work with. But it's all planned, run by me. So the issue that we actually had happen that Christopher Yee brought up shouldn't be an issue anymore. So yeah, no more. Don't worry, Araxidus. I have to go. I don't have any problem with frequent flyer miles. I still have lots of trips and stuff coming up, so that's going on. Checking out the Cougar case, not the other Cougar, but yeah. So anyway, hopefully that answers questions. Hopefully they give you guys some good answers in terms of what's kind of going on and all that sort of stuff. And it should be a very, very fun time. Guys, we have 1 minute and 52 seconds still left on the hype train if we want to get there and do that. If we don't, fine. It's all good. It's totally okay. Really appreciate those of you guys who financially support us on a consistent basis. You know what? Honestly, I really can't blame you if you've kind of pulled support because we haven't been so consistent. I'm sorry. It just Computex. Computex is going to be one of those things that I have to question if it's worth not doing the streams the week before, because that's essentially what happened. Now we brought you the streams; they were different. But the one thing is that the only concern I have is that then I'm not streaming to you guys, and then you guys might feel like I'm abandoning you, and I never want you to think that. So it's one of those things. I'd love to actually have your feedback in Discord if you feel like the Computex time away was actually worth it. When I'm gone for a couple days, it's not a big deal. There might be one stream that goes away, but it feels like the month of June and May were very, very limited just because of the blast radius of everything. So where can we find the new program? So the new program, so the UFD Tech one, Tech Challenge will be live here at 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. BMOC dropping 10 gifted subs. Thank you very much, my man. It will be happening on Tuesdays here at 11 a.m. We're more than likely going to move the Tuesday build to Wednesday. So you'll have builds Wednesday, Thursday. You'll have Intel live on Friday, and then you'll have a build obviously on Saturday. Monday and Wednesday mornings are really Monday, Wednesday mornings, and Friday afternoons are when we shoot all of our YouTube content, which I hope you guys have noticed has actually started to get more frequent. And then we've moved YouTube VODs yet again over to Robeytech instead of Robeytech Live. We tried it. The YouTube algorithm doesn't like it, so we're just gonna have to rebuild another channel. So yeah. I love the streams, they felt worth it. Yeah, and we're doing some stuff like that. So we're gonna be doing some stuff at Gamescom with AMD and with NVIDIA and with Be Quiet that are similar to what we did at Computex. We also have it streamlined, so it's not gonna be as much work. It's still a lot of work, but it's not as much technology to actually pull it off, which I think will be cool as well. So I don't know if we will, hold on one sec, I gotta let my daughter know I'm streaming. I don't know if we will do PAX West, but I mean, a week apart, PAX West is in my backyard, so maybe it'll be fine, who knows? But yeah, I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure it out. So yeah. Okay, guys, well, go ahead and hit the likes over on YouTube. We are at level 4, guys. We're 61%. We could actually hit level 5. We're very, very close on that stuff and go from there. Let's talk about the parts list we're putting inside of that. The parts inside of this right now. So we're using an Intel. No, we're not. Sorry. Force of habit. AMD Ryzen 7 7800X 3D. We're going to be using the Asus ROG Strix B660E gaming Wi-Fi. Now, the one thing that I know you guys are probably saying, like, Robey, Asus, and AMD, and you're right. But the other thing too is I had postponed this build so much that I wasn't going to go buy another mini ITX build, mini ITX motherboard, so like an MSI one or something like that, just to move the build again. It's what we had on hand. It's why I'm using Asus. I know that they, like Steve's, I don't know if you guys have watched, but Steve's viewership on the Asus whole thing has kind of gone down since they've claimed all the stuff they're going to do with their customer service and all that sort of stuff. But BMOC and many members of our team have brought up concerns that they've had specifically with Asus and AMD. So it's what we had on board. If you really wanted to do and replicate this same build, I might recommend either an MSI, ASRock, or another one of those particular mini ITX builds. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that we go from there. So it's a B650, sorry. B650, did he put B660? That might be I think he put B660. Yeah, it's a B650. Sorry guys, that was just a typo on his part. That was this build originally was supposed to be an Intel build. When I wanted to go to gaming, I was like, I need to make it an AMD build because the 7800X 3D is the right thing. So we just saw some amalgamations of parts. Anyway, it's a B650, not a B660. So yeah, that was that going from there. So this should be a very good build. It's a beast of a build. We're testing it because again, remember, 4090 shouldn't fit inside of this. But we're going to try and do it anyway because I got an anonymous mail that said, hey, look, it does fit. So and they showed us kind of how to do it. So we played with it. It should be fine. We're going to see how it does. Yeah, it should be a very, very cool build. Guys, we're at 1 minute, 22 seconds. Can we just get a couple more just to get the other 30% and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I know. I wish it was like that. It's not. I mean, it's just, guys, it's gonna, I'll be honest, a little bit of an aside here before we get into the build. It is going to be a heck of a year. We have so much hardware. And the thing is the fact that we're like really into the laptop space as well as the desktop space now, between like Strix Halo, Lunar Lake, basically Ryzen 8000. We also have the Ryzen, the new Intel Arrow Lake, and plus their Arrow Lake laptop processors. this year is going to be absolutely bonkers. It's just like we're having this little bit of calm before the storm, but we're just like we're like what, 6 weeks away from really when AMD kind of starts to come out of the gate. We still need to have their answer to Radeon because they're like selling none of them. And so it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great time to just be hanging out here on the show and seeing all the new stuff and all the new cases and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, and the Snapdragon, I'm interested. We actually have some Snapdragon X. Hey guys, 5 seconds. We're close. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that. We are gonna have some. Nope, looks like we're not gonna hit it. Guys, still appreciate all the help. You guys were incredible. We almost made it there. You guys are rock stars though. Snapdragon X, we're actually going to be testing those too. Asus is sending us some laptops for that. We're trying to get some stuff from Microsoft as well. Let's be honest, the ARM thing is not new. Again, it still has to have a hardware abstraction layer and all that sort of stuff to actually make it work. I'd love to see how well this works. And the fact of the matter that people like Apple aren't supporting it natively. This will be kind of the stuff we're talking about in Tech Talk. In Tech Challenge, where we're going to see like, is it kind of hamstrung from the beginning because some of the biggest people aren't even supporting it right off the gate? I don't know, but I definitely want to spend some time with a Snapdragon X laptop to kind of see if it's really all that in a bag of tricks. Because who cares if you have a laptop that'll last forever if you can't use it for everything you need? Still no release date for. I thought they announced a release date. Yeah, me too, Araxis. I'm kind of in the same place. But anyway, guys, great job, level 4. Don't forget to go hit that like so we can give away at least a $25 Newegg gift card for that. And let's get to building with a B650, not a B660. I know BMOC's like, dude, Robey, you're out of practice. I know, we've done a lot of Intel lately. Sorry about that. The AMD is coming, guys. Lots of it, too. So don't worry. It'll probably feel very AMD heavy here pretty soon when we're only doing all the new builds. Because you know us, right? Like, we always have to use the new stuff, right? And so it'll all switch because Arrow Lake's a long time away, I'm assuming. Okay, here we go, top down. Let's get started. And likes are free. She's absolutely right. Remember, Robey, you need to chew, not inhale. You know what? It's funny. It's one of those things where I was like, you know what? I better eat now. And I did. I ate too fast. And it's my own fault. And here I am paying the price right now for all of that, Titty. All of that as well. Howdy, Robey. It's good to see you, man. I'm waiting for AM6. Well, you're waiting a while, dude. AM6 is like 2029 now, right? It's gonna be a while, Voodoo. So you're gonna be as long as you're happy with your build, till 2029. it might be 2027. It'll probably have crossover like similar, but the point is that AM5 is a while, and they're all about supporting the chip as long as they can, which I'm actually all about. Okay, our little tiny Mobo in my hand makes me happy, makes me feel grand. RAM clicks, you know what? Let's see, it's non-RGB RAM, by the way. So if you want to choose something, go ahead and do it, Blondie. You were wrong last time though, so we'll see if you'll need to redeem yourself. So just choose one, and I'm all about it. You were too. It did not hit it. The last one that you did. Oh, we hit 100. Oh, you were. Oh, was I wrong? Okay, well, I get wrong all the time. Just ask all sorts of people. So if I'm wrong, I'll own that mistake. Okay, so if you're 100% right, let's see if we hit this one. Shots fired. By the way, speaking of questions, this is an interesting one. How many people have heard? I know a little bit of gaming stuff. I know, I'm sorry. BMOC, you're right. I shouldn't do that. How many people have heard about this whole thing where the Elden Ring DLC is actually mixed because people say it's too hard? I know a lot of people rushed to kind of get there. We were part of the team. But where are you guys at? Where are you guys at with the game being too hard? I'd love to. Anybody have any thoughts? Okay, so she's going high with it. I need to see what she actually put so I know. 99. Wow. Okay. This is really testing her skills. I was watching. Oh, and I can't. His name He's like the new kind of big streamer right now, game streamer. Actually, he's actually a very entertaining gentleman. So watched him, and he's like 150. He's doing a 100-hour stream, I watched a little bit of his stuff, and I mean, like, again, even with me, and if you guys had watched the Intel Live episode, Sergeant Nobody, I think you would agree with this. Yeah, Kai cannot. Sorry, thank you very much, Texas. Kai cannot. And guys, understand, I think as I have gotten older, and then the second thing is, as I have met more people, I find myself forgetting names or having a harder time remembering names because of just the sheer amount of people I now meet. So I'm sorry if I mispronounce names and all that sort of stuff. It's never anything personal. But anyway, the thing that was interesting with him is, watching him in the same, even with me, is that as I do the fights, I see where I make the mistakes. It's like something that it's predictable. And once you kind of figure out how to get through it, it's just about not making mistakes. And then a lot of times I can call when it was me. For instance, when he was doing his jump swing, and every time I was trying to do my power slash, that was every time I was like, dang it, I messed that up again. And so it just feels like one of those things that I go from there. So yeah. Kai cannot. That's funny right there. That is true. I don't have. Luckily, I can read your guys' names. So yeah, that's definitely the thing, as well. Also, oops. Also, don't forget, guys. Don't forget the build mats are in stock. So let's put a link to those. People have been asking. The build mats are back in stock. I do know some people have started picking them up, but if you're interested, build mats are available, and they are in stock, and we'll get you guys a link for those here in a minute. I gotta close this. There we go. Okay, so let's grab our RAM here. We already are done. Yeah, ZigPC, thank you for the gifted sub. The Robeytech Battle Bus, that sounds like a lot of fun. Is this? Yeah, it is open, okay. Okay, there, apparently I'm too dumb to open up these clamshells. Okay, there we go. Raxus, I took a lot of practice. That's awesome. I'm glad that you like the build mats. They are available. That was kind of my point right there. Okay, here we go, guys. Going to top down here. Oh, shoot. Let me grab our stuff here. Almost forgot to measure the volume. Blondie would have lost her mind, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if we can get, yeah, okay, there you go. There we go. Oh, that was really very mushy. Guys, I don't think this is gonna be anywhere near. 90.6. That was super, super mushy. That was, oh man, that was bad. That was bad. It was not operator error. I try to get the loud clicks. That's what the people are here for. AstroJav, we bring them up here. The only thing is the motherboard is wrong on this. It should be a B650, not a B660. And that was just a communication error on my side. But it's a Ryzen 7 7800X 3D and ROG Strix B650 gaming Wi-Fi. We have the RTX 4090 FE. We're doing the Kingston Renegade 2TB NVMe drive. It's 32 gigs of DDR5 5600. The Fractal Mood, the Noctua NHD9L, and the Cooler Master MPZ 1100 watt PSU is what is happening here. So now we are just getting our NVMe drive installed. There we go. Now you guys might be noticing I'm also recording with my glasses so we can get some need arm day. Dude, nobody skips arm day. It's if you, I would understand if you said need leg day, because everybody skips leg day, but nobody skips arm day. You know that. I know that. It's the board's fault. Pop this in here. There we go. It's always the problem here. There it goes. Okay, so we got that in now. Let's put some thermal paste on this. Now the cool thing is because we're using a Noctua, a new Noctua cooler, which I'm actually very excited about here. So those are so you can get access, like if you wanted to, so those holes, you can lift them up. So if you wanted to do a 2260 or 2230 NVMe drive, that's so you can get access to where you would mount those, is what the circles are for. Oh my gosh, Ritro. Wow, okay. I was curious if something like that was gonna show up in this stream. Dude, that has been everywhere. That has been everywhere. I am like so surprised how much that has just shown up everywhere. Lord. Guys, by the way, this cooler is so tiny. Let me put this down. Literally everywhere. And no, I'm not going to explain it to people because it is definitely not family friendly at all. If you want to go look it up yourself, you can go do that. Wait, you saw it on a sticker on a truck already? It just happened. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, guys, are you guys, look at, I'm very excited about this. Look at how small this little cooler is. This is like the cutie cooler. Oh, look, isn't it, dude, isn't that adorable? It's like it's so cool. I'm very excited about getting to use this. It's so small. So yeah, anyway, and also apparently does very well with this build. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. It's like a little baby cooler. It hasn't grown up yet. There we go. Throw this in here. It's just, sorry, it's very cute. They have a Chromax black version. It's inside of a, I wanted to get the brown one. They do have a Chromax black one. I wanted to get the brown one just because it's hidden inside of the case, but there is a Chromax black version too as well. But this is my favorite thing about getting Noctua builds, right there. Okay, and we need AMD parts here, so we need these. That is all we need. And it's only got one fan, so that's kind of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna see if there's anything interesting about installing this particular build. Is this, I've never done this before, so let's go to top down and take a look. Intel, let's see, AMD. It's a little bit of a new bracket. North and south. Hold on one sec, guys. Never mind. It was solicitors. Okay, north and south here. So there's like an offset position and then a standard offset. Okay. Interesting. So they want you to do offset. AM5 and a series AM4 is choose -7mm offset. On an AM5, series AM4s on AM5 and Ryzen 5000, 3000 series AM4 CPUs. Choose -7mm offset position to ensure optimal contact on other AM4 CPUs. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to be putting this on the offset position. And this is the north one, right? Okay, so this is the north one, and you want the -7mm. And this is the south one. Interesting. This is a little bit more complicated than normal, but they're doing offset a little bit like what we saw from the Arctic freezers. Okay, so let's take this off. There we go. And there we go. No, you want 850 watt minimum, Astro. So, and honestly, if I could recommend one for this, I would recommend the Loki 850 watt, mainly being that if you wanted to, I was actually going to switch to that PSU and I changed my mind last minute to do the 1000 watt because a lot of people seem to get uncomfortable with the 4090 and 1000 watt PSU. But the Loki, I will say for this particular case, having those more malleable, in any SFX build, having the more malleable cables with your PSU just makes your life way easier. So that's my 2 cents there. Yeah, I would do at least 850. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see. It says, let's open this box here. SFX, you are paying for the size. You are not wrong, Andrew. So it's always a little bit interesting with the one thing that you do have to consider when you're doing SFX is that there's always a little bit of a just because it's small kind of tax almost. Okay, here we go. This says to do the -7 here. And I obviously want to give it every chance to be optimal here. Because we want to make sure this is appropriately cooled. And there we go. Okay, now let's put some thermal paste on this bad boy. Both of it's offset the way that it says to be. Cover this IHS as much as I can. Got to get it a little bit viscous there. There we go. Nice light layer. There we go. I might add a little bit more. It's a little thin. There we go. I'd rather have a little bit more than not enough. Just want to make sure that even with the pressure, right? Like it's got to spread out and got a good amount there. There we go. Looks good. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the cooler on first. I'm actually going to put the build, I'm going to put it inside of the build first, and then we'll put the cooler on. Well, I think actually this cooler might be okay. I don't know. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Order operations. I don't know if this is like the CH160 where we may have to do that. The cooler's pretty small. This is my first air-cooled build in here, so there's a little bit of, I think this is the way it's gonna work, you know, but we don't know. Have you used, yes, Michael Moss, yeah, we actually have used him, not on stream, but the one thing I will say is you just gotta pay attention to the pads. I mean, the cutting of the pads and making sure it's precise. From what we've done with our little bit of thermal testing we've tested on them, they've been absolutely great. The RAM is Kingston Fury non-RGB 5600 megahertz RAM. They don't actually make a 6000 mega transfer kit of this that we saw at the time. And so we went to 5600 because we wanted to have low profile RAM. You could replace this with a 6000 megahertz kit, 6000 mega transfer kit. I mean, if you wanted to, Corsair makes it, all that sort of stuff, but we went with kind of what we had on hand. But 6000 mega transfer would be fine if you wanted to. I more than likely do Corsair because their stuff is pretty easy. I wonder if you can do this. It almost feels like you can, but maybe not. Hold on, let's see. There's our little hole here. Our little tiny cooler. I like it. Oh, make sure you take your plastic off. Oh, look at that. Look at that cold plate, man. There we go. Definitely would have noticed that for sure. There we go. Our little small cooler. There we go, right there. Looks good. What do you think of our little tiny cooler? And then our little tiny fan. Cuteness overload, for sure. Come on. There we go. There we go. Wow, this is like a very stiff cable. Crazy how stiff that is. Okay, but I mean that's it. Like it doesn't cover anything, right? Like that's your little cooler. It's so cute. It's so cute. Look at that. Nice box style cooler, 110 millimeters in length. That little fan in there. It is even, not really, maybe a little. Okay, it's even. Okay. Yeah, it's like a cute little cooler. Apparently it's a beast. We're gonna find out. Okay, that's all out of the way. Now it is time to prepare our fractal mood. Okay, so we're gonna start right here. Let's pull this like that. So that takes that out. And then there are 2 screws. One there, one there. And then we just lift it up. There we go. And there is our build ready to go. Ugh. Okay, what do you guys think? It does. It's naked. It's naked right now. Okay, so next part is going to top down. We'll zoom out a little bit. There we go. So we're just going to remove these 2 screws in the side here. There we go. And then that just comes out. And now we have access to our motherboard area. Well, this is actually the GPU. No, this is the motherboard side. Okay, we're gonna untwisty tie this. It fits if you want to know what fits inside of it, it is actually what's called NVIDIA SFF ready. And those, if you go and find NVIDIA SFF parts, that's what actually, those are the GPUs. So you're talking about your ProArts, your stuff like that. 3.5 will not fit inside of this. It's too big. So. And then our PSU is going to go right here. Yeah. This case kind of looks like a trash can. I hope no one dumps their drink in it. Sorry, that's funny right there. Okay, so now we just want to make sure we're going to remove our small, our little cover right there. And then we're going to move our GPU, our build. Just like that. Apparently there's another twisty tie in here. There we go. Okay. Let's get our hardware out. The one thing that's always fun about SFF cases is just the fact that they don't require a lot of room on the desk to build with, you know? Zip tie predictions up, guys.
Zip tie man, guess the count of them if you can. Evens odds, who can know? Make your wagers on every show. Hey now, Robey's the zip tie man.
There we go. And then we got a little Robey cat going on in there.
Robey cat, yeah. Where you at? You're a feline human hybrid who's mostly cat. You can see him sitting there near a stack of fans. Likes to cuddle with the zip tie man.
By the way, we actually have a real Robey cat. So Figment, is she here? I don't know if she's here today. She actually has a cat that they have actually adopted, and they have called it Robey cat. So there is actually a real life. There's obviously the Robey cat, the stuffed one, but we actually have a real life Robey cat. And if you want to go over to Critter Corner on Discord, you can actually see the Robey cat. Yeah, the picture on Discord. And it does look like Robey cat, obviously nowhere near as ugly. It's a cute cat. But it was cool and very honored to have an actual animal named after it. There we go. Let's put in our... Yeah, I was a little touched. As I also have to say, Figment was as well, because that naming anything after that atrocious animal. Okay. Oh, man, I don't know. These... Okay, Fractal, one other complaint. I really wish that people would use standard screws. It's like, well, it's like everybody else uses lip motherboard screws. And Fractal decided, no, we're going to use non-lip front motherboard screws. See if I can get these out now. Boom, 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 there it is. Oh, why is it not loose? This is mini ITX, yes. Come on, give me the screw back. It's not even stuck in. It's like, won't give me the screw back. Great. I think. I'm trying to get this out. It's like, whoa, calm down. There we go. I want the screws back. Give me the screws. Oh, great. This one, the actual screw didn't come out of the... offset. Okay, got it. Maybe they'll come out now. There we go. Okay, got the screws up. Wait, where's the offset for the corner there? The offset's missing. Weird. Did the offset just disappear? I mean, not that it really matters, but it's weird that the offset's gone. I don't have any spare offsets. It's definitely not attached. Okay. Well, that. Oh, there's the offset. I found it. Okay. I was like, where's the offset? It's okay, Arachnus. Okay, got it. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. I got a little bit of some fingerprints on here, so I want to get the fingerprints off of this. I want it to look shiny. There we go. Okay, now we actually can, we're cooking with something at this point. Yeah, it did. You're right, Sart. It got upset and like just set off or whatever it decided to do. Okay. It's doing that weird thing where it's like, come on. Trying not to cross thread the screws, which is always like a problem here. Okay, so do not use the lip screws, which is what you usually use in most builds. Fractal decided they're going to be different. Why? I don't know. I feel like being different for no reason doesn't make a lot of sense, but this is their thing, and that's what they did. All right, there we go. So we're in now. So now we're just going to get stuff in. Starting with our, there we go. Okay, there's that. That gets that in. Okay, so now our GPU's ready. We got our HD audio. That's gonna go right here. Right in the front, which is kind of nice. We'll zip tie all these up here in a minute. There we go. USB 3 and USB-C are right here for USB 3. Okay, there we go. USB-C right here. Okay, and then we have our front panel connector, which I'm assuming looks like it's actually right here. On the left here. Yep, this is it. Oops, that is not plugged in. Weird. There you go. Or it just comes out really easily, which is crazy. Okay, let's see if we can, how close we can zoom in on this front panel header here. Power plus and minus. There we go. Power switch next to it. I really wish they would have given you an integrated front panel connector. Would have been nice. Okay guys, so there we go. All of our cables are here. So now we just gotta cable manage it. Untwisty tie cables to make sure that they are on their own here. Power plus and minus again. And power switch. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Jimmy. I'm glad you appreciate it. Glad that you like how it looks. What we're gonna work on now is just getting our cables managed. Luckily, we have like this whole space right here. So I'll see what we can do here. Oh, don't pull too hard here. Zoom this over a little bit. I don't want to bend this, right? That's what I'm working on right here, but just trying to find the length that'll be ideal not to bend this, right? Make it look a little bit cleaner here. A little bit of focus as I try to make sure. I just don't want to overbend the cable here, but it's just to kind of keep it clean. There you go. Nice clean one there. Okay. Do kind of the same thing with this one, just to clean it up here. Everybody wants a clean build, you know? Hey, I feel like I got allergies or something, guys. I'm doing good, Kurosaki. Sorry, just in that little mindset, that mini mindset about cable management right here, so I should be back to paying attention to you guys here very, very soon. Forgive me for my little bit of focus here as we just kind of zip tie this up. So, thank you very much for the Gesundheit. Yeah. Okay. Nice clean cable management. Same thing with this one. There we go. There's not much to have to, like, the good thing is there's not much to cable manage, but we kind of want everything out of the way and off to the side here. There we go. Okay, cool. Keeps it nice and clean. There we go. And the only other thing too worth doing is zip tying that together. So we're just kind of there on the side together. There we go. There we go. All of our cables are kind of off to the side now. Be really careful, just a bit. There we go. So we zoom out now. See, that looks nice and clean, simple. Keeps everything off to the side. So now what we can do is we're going to go ahead and put in our PSU. Oh, I appreciate it, Kurosaki. Thank you for the patience. Is everybody having a good time, enjoying the build? Good. I know you guys have missed builds. Ooh, looks like we got a dad joke, by the way. And we need to get more likes on YouTube, guys. There it goes so far. Ooh, we got a fan. Oops, we got one more cable to get here. That's why I looked. $114 to $250, guys. Let's get those last likes in. So we'll probably just run this right here, which I could probably do like this. I don't see another fan header that's going to be easier to get to than kind of up here. I might plug this in last. Let me see how the PSU works, and then I'll make a call. Okay. Let's grab our PSU. Okay, let's read our dad joke for today.
Now, another Robeytech dad joke phone out.
Okay, here we go. Next dad joke on the dad joke calendar for my son. Here it is right here, guys. What did the lettuce say to the celery? Quit stalking me. There you go. Quit stalking me, guys. But, Jimmy-O. But. We have a dad joke calendar and a dad joke button. We have a bunch of stuff, so it's again that. I also read some of the dad jokes. We switch it up. But I mean, my son got it for me, DJ. So I got to use it because I mean, he, you know, Aaron. By the way, if you guys look at AJ12 Greg, Sir Greg, that one right there on the list, on the sub list, that's my son. He's actually the second highest sub guy for this week. I thought it was him, but I didn't know, and then he told me. So he spent his allowance on gifting subs to you guys, which was actually pretty awesome and pretty touching. I think we make them all I think I make them all the time, but they're usually like in the moment of a build. You know what I mean? So if you ever get a sub from AJ, that's my. If you ever get a sub from from AJ 12, that is my son. How much allowance? I like how that's where Kevin goes. He's like, well, wait, dude, how much allowance is he getting? I want that. My son actually earns money by doing the cooking at the house. He actually really wants to get into being a chef, and so he cooks all of the meals. So he does the we do HelloFresh, and he cooks the meals, and we pay him to do that. So that's how he gets his allowance. Okay. Okay, here we go. So he actually does quite a bit. And honestly, think about as he gets older, right? What that's gonna mean, right? Like, you can make money at college doing that too, right? Like, you could be like, yeah, how about everybody here at the dorm pays, we all go on to HelloFresh, and then you guys pay me to be your chef. Yeah, it's a tiny PSU. There's that one. I don't have any SATA. The only thing I need is the 16 pin. There it is right there. And this is a angled 16 pin, which is awesome. So we only need 3 power cables, by the way, guys. I don't know if we'll ever see him on, Top Chef or anything like that, but you never know. We're supposed to take some cooking lessons this summer. Okay, so there's that. And just pop it in like this, and there we go. Look at that. Whoa, are those already there for? Oh no, okay. I was like, whoa, that's cool. So this thing has got little screw mounts. Check it out. I'll show you this. It's got little screw mounts for all 6 screws. I really like the way that they did the screw stuff for this. And they're like, it's rough. It's actually kind of a really cool way of doing it. Like I said, I really actually like the innovation that Fractal has done with this case. I think there's some limitations in there, like if you really were like the Fractal Terra or even the Fractal Ridge are probably more akin to what you may need for some of the stuff that this is supposed to do from a setup standpoint, but this is still a very cool, very different case, Oops, okay. See if we can do a better job of. There we go. And one more. And the only other thing I got to do is plug in our power cable. And there we go. Okay, so now it's just time to run power. There we go. We'll probably do something like that just to run it nicely. There we go. Okay, now let's just make it look nice. I feel like all I gotta do is just zip tie right there and that would look good, right? And then I feel like taking this cable and running this through and up, well, I can just do it as part of this string of cables. And then just zip tie these together and then that'll look nice. We will show you, you will see. We're gonna make it happen. You'll see. I've been given an anonymous tip, so I will show you. It only is one type of 4090 though. You can only fit the 4090 FE, which means you could also do any of the FEs if you wanted to. Is it supported? No, but can you do it? Yes. We're gonna see what temps and stuff like that are like when we do this. Okay, there we go. Guys, we're almost done with this build. That looks good. Okay, so here's our power cable for our GPU. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, this is where we do a little practice here. Oh, I forgot one part. Goes back on like that. There we go. And then we screw this back in. And you could put a 3.5 inch right there at the top if you wanted to. So if you wanted to fill that with a 3.5 inch drive, you could. So, which is actually very easy to do a mounting for a drive, and there's plenty of room. Okay, so now we do this. Okay, so let's grab our case here. Oops. I am going to go ahead and remove okay, so what I've done is I've removed the PSU screws here. I'm gonna have to do these manually. Okay, let's grab our GPU. There we go. Okay, let's grab my Clean it off a little bit. Okay, here we go. So this is the order of operations from what I think is gonna allow us to fix this, to do this. So first thing we're gonna do, power is gonna be up here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put this on. Make sure this is right here. There we go. Okay, it's on. Okay, here we go. So you want to put the case fully together. We're going to plug our power in. And then, this is going to be the struggle part. Oops. We just got to kind of work. There we go. Okay. Just don't want to push the, just going to be careful with the power cable here. I don't have any room to mess with it here. Oops, oops. I'm gonna have to give it a little bit more. And this is the struggle, right? Because there's a little bit of being careful. Okay, make this really short. Okay, I had to make this really short. The one thing that's really important is you just need to make sure that it's plugged all the way in. Wow, I really wish I could get to really wish I could get to the, it just has to be, it almost has to be like right here. Okay. It's like the big thing, I just don't want to put a lot of pressure on the power cable. That's what I'm working on right now. Like I said, we're stretching the bounds of what's possible here. Okay. This is where the Loki would actually be a little bit better, because you can almost compress. Okay. Ugh. I don't know why this isn't. I got it all right. It's lined up. Going to top down. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's in. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, so there's a 4090, it's in. You have to definitely do some work. But it is in. Okay, and then you could, see, you could then take your I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm trying to get one in. There we go. Ooh, that is like not quite. It's crooked, huh? Definitely, you can get 2 display ports, but it does fit. Oh shoot! Locked again. Oh, okay. I see. I see. It's crooked. There we go. There we go. There, it's back in the guides now. There we go. Okay. There we go. We got it in. It's in the right way now. Okay. Whoa, that's even more crooked. How is that crooked, but yet it's like not? I can see the 12 pin, it's okay though. This is why they say, why I said it's not an officially supported scenario, you know what I mean? I think it has something to do with this crossbar here too. It's definitely in. I mean, it's like, it's in. Okay, there, it's still crooked, but it's, I think it actually has something to do with, it's this crossbar that's the problem. So you're in. The question is, can I do this? Oh yeah, no, it's not quite. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect this. Must be something here, hold on. I'm just going to push this out of the way for a second. The if we get this, oh, okay, so some of it's also got to be like, so you could go down here. See, if it was like that, then it would fit. So I feel like I may have to take this off of the support. Does that make sense? And then it actually all fits fine. It doesn't quite line up. It doesn't quite line up, but the thing is that it would, so in other words, this would not hold it down. So you actually are going to have to remove the riser cable to do this. So you have to take this off, okay? So like I said, you could, this is not supported. Yeah, this is not supported, but you can fit it, and I figured out what you have to do. So that's what we're showing here now. Riser is like, it also makes it harder to get the top off here. Step here. There we go. What is this hitting? There it goes. It's hitting the PSU cable here. Okay. So go to top down, and then we're just going to disconnect this. There we go. So we're doing some modifications here. Okay, now I wish you could, you do have to, I know for sure you have to put the top on. Like you have to have the whole cover on for this to work. Oop. There we go. Okay. You basically need that right there. Okay. Oops. It's like they could have just done a little bit of a bigger, and they could have all worked. All this for getting a cable. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now it's in and it's low enough. Now the question is, it is straight, but I don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do to, I can't actually secure it. Like there's no way to secure it in here outside of, there's no way to actually secure it outside of, go like this. Okay, it's in. And now, so you can look at the bottom here. you can get to all the connections and all that sort of stuff. So it is actually in there. It's just gravity is gonna help keep it secure. But there you go, guys. That is a 4090 7800X 3D build inside of the Fractal Mood. Now, I think what I'm gonna do, just to be safe, and you're gonna have to be, if you're gonna do this, just know you're gonna have to be careful with this build. We're taking this build apart, right? So the one thing I will say absolutely, guys, is that this is not something you're gonna wanna travel around with, but just because of how close this is, I wanna give it as much breathing room. There we go. Taking that off. Now remember, the front of the case is the case that you can't see the GPU. Yeah, I guess you could, yeah, but I don't even need cable tying it. Like there's not really an easy way to do it. Okay, well, we got it. It's in there. We're just gonna have to be careful with it. We're gonna find out really quick. Kurosaki, it's not a bad idea, like almost like a thing just to get airflow up into it. It depends on the case, Andrew. Like this case, like a 14700K with a 240 millimeter IO was quite a bit more. Like it was in the 90s, so it can affect it quite a bit. I 12.7 over a Ryzen 7 5700X 3D. You're hampering your productivity. X3D chips are gaming chips. So if you're going to do video editing, you should not use an X3D. Unless you're using DaVinci Resolve, then you could argue that that's possible because you're using the GPU more than the CPU. But if you're using Adobe Premiere or anything like that, you should not use an X3D chip. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to talk about our sponsor real quick, and then we'll get this all plugged in, get it turned on, check temps and all that stuff. But we did get it in. There it is, right there. The build, 4090. Ooh, did I? Oh, I got some. Oh man, I scuffed it up. Okay, so don't drag it across a thing. I scuffed it up. Oh man, now my fractal ridge looks like crap. Oh, I guess you can't really see it. Okay. Don't drag it across the thing. It'll get it dirty. Okay. Yeah, wow, that was, getting that built was not straightforward, but it's done. Would I recommend it? That's up to you, how bad you want a 4090 in there. But again, you could put a 4080 Super. You could do the 4080 Super, which would be great. And luckily, they've been more in sale and easier to get a hold of now. But we actually have the 4090 sitting in there, right? So there it is right there. But you could get a 4080 Super. You could do that Pro 40 Super. It wouldn't require near as much work, and you could have that in there if you wanted to. So there it is. And this is a negative pressure case, so again, it's exhausting and pulling air. Well, it's actually only pulling air from two places, the back and the front. So, all right, let's do our zip tie count, and then we'll do our will it post, and then go from there. And then we'll do our sponsorship. Okay, here we go. I don't know if, will the Trinity fit? Is that SFF? I don't think that'll fit in this. Okay, here we go. Even or odd? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 10. There's 10 right there. 10. It was even today, guys. Sorry, guys, not odd. Oh, the 4080 Trinity fits. Okay, cool. Well, then again, you could do the 4080 Super Trinity too then. That's awesome. I won! Awesome, congratulations. Okay, last thing we got to do, and then we'll get into Will It Post. While you guys are doing that, we're going to talk about our sponsor for today, which you guys are used to. It's been a little while. We got to get a couple more videos in for them. Ah. I think I have the white version of that. Is this the Trinity Amp OC that they sent me? Trinity OC. I gotta look up the Trinity Amp OC, see what that is. They just sent me a Trinity. What else I got in here? I got 4070 Super. There's the Amp Arrow. Trinity, that's the 4080 Super. Trinity Amp. So this one fits then. Okay. So this one would probably fit. You're right. It's pretty thin. I wonder if the PNY would fit then. The PNY must be thick, but the thinnest card, it's not, the thinnest card is the thinnest card is the ProArt. And I'm pretty sure the ProArt, from what I understand, the ProArt is the only one that fits. That's what I understood. But somebody said that that a Trinity Amp OC would fit, or do you think it would fit? Sorry to keep reposting just to Robey's opinion. Sorry if I hadn't seen it. Go ahead and post it one more time, Andrew. Hey, Sorta the Explorer, thank you very much. Muffin 065, thank you very much as well. Why did the computer? It has too many windows. Oh, I like that one. Any guesses on 5090 price? My press is grade 3. I don't think it'll be that expensive. But truth be told, we won't know until CES next year, I'm guessing. Oh, he got it. Okay, so he got it in there. Okay, so the 4080 Super. Okay, the Trinity OC, that's cool. Okay, well, there you go. That's good to know. So it's two, there's now two 4080 Supers that fit in there. Okay, well, let's talk about our sponsor real quick. And then, you know, it's funny because I have a 4080 Trinity OC Super. I actually probably would put that in this over doing a 4090, but there's a 4090 in there now. Okay, so just to go back to what we did today. So you get finished building a build like this, you want to put in a copy of Windows, but Windows cost, you know, if you were to pick it up at Best Buy or whatever it was, that would cost, I don't know, anywhere between $250 or $150. But here at VIP/CDKdeals.com, you can actually pick up a copy of Windows for $23.65 if you picked up Windows 10 Pro, or Windows 11 Pro for $32.45. But if you hit Buy Now, and then you use Buy Now again, and you use RBCK at checkout and hit apply, what was $23.65 drops all the way down to $16.55, which is quite a bit of savings if you are trying to save money after spending, you know, $3,100 on this, or you could buy a 4080 or 4070 Ti and get the price of this down by well into the $2,100, $2,200 range. So yeah, so it's saving you quite a bit of money. But Robey, what if I didn't want to pick up a copy of Windows? What if I wanted to pick up a copy of Office? Well, cool. Here, let's check out Office, because you didn't want to pay for Office 365. Maybe you're doing some summer school and stuff like this. So here's Office 2016, which means you have the full version. You get it all the time. You don't have to pay any extra. It's not monthly. Here you can pick it up for $39.62. But again, if you hit Buy Now, same thing, use RBCK at checkout, hit apply. What was $39.92 drops all the way down to $27.73. So again, significant savings in terms of the cost. And again, we've had thousands and thousands and thousands of people who've used this. So if you're interested, VIP/CDKdeals.com, great place to get copies of Windows, and you can pick those up right there. So there it is right there. Windows is cheap now. Yeah, it's going to get more inexpensive, but I mean, again, it's their OEM keys. They do work only as long as you don't change the motherboard. You can't transfer this between build and build, but as long as you don't change the motherboard, you should be fine. You can change any other hardware and feel free to do so. There you go, Kurosaki. I got a Windows OEM, Robey, and still had money to buy gasoline. There it is. That's all the story that you need to hear right there. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I'm set for the next thing. Perfect, there it is. Okay, so the other two I want to tell you about is Robeytech.com. This is your site and destination for all thing builds and everything like that. So if you're interested in having a commission, the other thing too is that you may not be able to help. You may not be able to help us financially. Maybe you're not able to support with subscriptions or anything like that. But one thing is if you need to go grocery shopping or you need to buy parts or anything like that, you can click on any one of these links. It'll lead you to Amazon.com or whatever it was. The best thing about it is it doesn't cost you any extra to then go shopping on Amazon and buy anything, but we do get a little bit of kickback, which helps us and continues to let us do PC builds and giveaways and all that sort of stuff. So anytime you think, hey, just go to Robeytech.com, see if we have an affiliate, click on there, go through, and then you're good to go. It's a great way to help us without doing anything more and allowing you to just do your daily shopping the way that you do. Also, if you have a build you're interested in, here's all our builds for all of the months. So especially if you're thinking about putting a build together, this is a great place to start and say, oh, I'm gonna look at building in this case or whatever it was, or I have a price around this price. Then you can go find here, see what parts we put into it, and then you can use that as a guide to go and choose other builds. But say for instance here, we're building the Fractal Mood. Here it is. It also has the link to the actual video as well as a link to all the parts. So it's a very easy place to go and put your own builds together if you really like a build that you saw here at Robeytech.com. Last thing, let's talk about deals. Let's see what deals Tom has got for us today. Acer Nitro, this is a 27-inch LED screen, FreeSync gaming monitor, right now on sale, $169.99 if you're looking for a monitor. 7900X3D, kind of a weird chip, but for $329, that's a heck of a good deal. You can get yourself an RTX 4070 Gaming OC V2. This is a 4070 on sale right now, $534.99. All you got to do is use that promo code. So if you're looking for a nice mid-range system and a fairly inexpensive 4070, there's your option. The Acer Predator Helio 16, we've shown this a number of times over on the Intel Live Show. It's got a 13900HX, 16 gigs of RAM, an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4080, and a 1TB SSD. You can upgrade the RAM and the storage, so you could add more storage, etc. to it. On sale right now, $1749.99 over at Best Buy. The Anker Solex S522 portable power station. Love these things. We actually have a couple of them, not the Anker ones, but Anker obviously makes great power products. On sale, $70 off, making it $199.99 from Best Buy. That's a really good price. And honestly, having one of these things, I have it, is such a deal. If you lose power or anything like that, this allows you to power like your refrigerator, a lot of things like that, for a pretty good amount of time. We have a really, really large one, and I really, really appreciate these. The Insignia 58-inch class F30 LED 4K UHD TV. Say, for instance, you were going to build this build and you wanted to throw a 4K TV and actually use it as a home theater type PC build. Well, this one's on sale, $289.99 from Best Buy, which is actually, man, that's a pretty inexpensive price for a 4K TV. So there it is. There is everything right there, and you are good to go. So that is the deals for today. Everybody say thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom, for finding us the deals and all that sort of jazz. And now, guys, it's time to see how this build actually performs. Now, would I recommend doing this? Honestly, what I kind of want to do is we're going to see how this performs and what temps are like. But if I was going to do this same build again, given how precarious the 4090 is in there, I would probably do like the 4080 Super from the ProArt, or I'd do the 4080 Super Trinity OC versus doing this to a 4090. It feels a little bit sketch. I'd much rather have put that inside of this and being able to really secure the power cable, make sure it's in nicely, and then put the top down versus having to do like the force fit that I did in this case. But there is a little bit of a proof of concept that I do this stuff so I can show you guys, because somebody's like, I really want a 4090. It is possible, and as long as you don't move it around, etc., you shouldn't have much of an issue. But let's get this down and get it plugged in, and then we'll see how it actually performs. And like I said, just be very careful with the build itself. It does technically fit. I mean, I would agree. It does technically fit. The HDMI cables do go in there without any issue. So I wasn't having any problem whatsoever getting the HDMI cable or the other cables in there without any problems. So they do go into the 4090 nicely. The power cable is like kind of at an interesting angle, but again, it will make it easy to kind of get that in there. And that was one way that they definitely save space. Okay, let's grab our, and I'll show it to you guys so you guys can see it here in a second. I'll use the remote cam so you can see it. It's gonna be a little bit easier in that way. There we go. Put the cables like this. Just nicely set it up. There you go. Cables are good. And then we just go, push the power button, and it's on. It is on, guys. Oh. I can see the light of the 4090 on the outside shining through. Still waiting to see it post here. Saw a light switch. Oh, there it is. New CPU detected. Oh, sorry, it actually showed up on the screen here. So go to remote here so you guys can see that it did in fact post here. There it is, right there, posted. So it is posted. It does actually look a bit like a giant Series X, right? So we're just gonna enable Expo. And then we should be good there. So all we did was enable Expo. He's like, oh man, and then he finds out it's like a new, beautiful PC, you mean? I will say that the cables plugged into it are gonna give it more support, but yeah. It does look a little bit like a subwoofer, doesn't it? It is a very attractive case. I do have to agree. Okay, so it is coming through now. There, you guys can actually see it there. And there we go. We are in the Robeytech thing now. Okay, yeah, make sure you guys get your like in. Where are we at on likes? Okay, let's go to display settings. Let's duplicate the displays. Keep changes. (2560 by 1440). Keep changes. Okay. We are in. Okay, let's open up MSI Afterburner. Oh, it's not getting a network connection. That's weird. See what's going on here with the network connection. Oops. Oh, well, it would help if I plugged in a network cable. Oh yeah, there's no network cable plugged in. That would help. I was like, wait, what? There we go. There we go. Now we have a network connection. There we go. I'm gonna switch our side camera here. Oh no. There we go. Since we're in the testing part of the build now. There we go. Nope. A little too low. The base on that sub is expensive, huh? There we go. All right, let's see how this bad boy does. Ugh. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is just make sure that we get our stuff done. So on-screen display, override group name. This is an RTX 4090 FE. Oh, dang it. There we go. We don't care about vid usage. Well, I'll put it on there anyway. You guys like all the data. Memory usage for sure. We want core clock. And then we want power for sure. Then we want no load. CPU temperature for sure. And this is the RTX. The Ryzen 7. Oops, spell it right. 7800X3D. There we go. CPU usage. We want. There we go. CPU clock. And then CPU power. There we go. RAM usage, we don't care about. Frame rate we want. Okay, there we go. So everything's all set there. I tried putting my motherboard on Instagram and it wouldn't post. I like that one. Okay, let's start with Cinebench, just to see how this does. I do want to check. I have Armory Crate in here, so we're gonna do our Armory Crate, just make sure our spinning and stuff is good. Everything's good here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Always the updates. Update. What's the matter, Tony? Let's open up Steam real quick. Make sure that all this stuff is updated. Always fun to do all the updates. Steam, settings, library, do not show streamable games. Okay, we're downloading Elden Ring, the update for Elden Ring real quick. Cyberpunk on here, we're already good. Okay, launch. I just want to make sure that our stuff is, like, everything's good. A couple more add-ons here. $172.50, guys. Go hit those likes. There is enough people here. Head on over to, we're going to give away a $25 Newegg gift card. All we got to do is hit that. All we got to do is hit those likes. They're free. So go knock it out real quick. Let's see how fast we can do it. We're at $172.50. And thank you everybody who gave subs. Kalish Gaming, Sorit, yeah. Kalish Gaming, thank you for the resub, tier 1, 22 months, appreciate it. Two minutes still left here. Yeah, we have hardware monitor installed. I'm just basically making sure the fan curves are set. Oh, I should have plugged that in real quick. I'm gonna do that now. Just so it's set. Oh. The one thing the one thing that's kind of a pain in the butt about mini ITX builds, especially with the stuff at the bottom, is like plugging things in. Always a little bit more of a pain in the, like, it's, yes, it looks nice when it's all done, but just to do it, you have to do like this whole, like, put it down, hug it in, you know, that sort of thing, which is, it's just not as straightforward as like just plug it in the back. Okay. Oh. Okay, making sure all our updates are in. Feel like, okay, all that stuff is there. Okay, let's look at our fan expert. Okay, chassis fan. Everything is basically, I don't know. Okay, so there it is. Chassis fan's here. Okay, good. So everything is set. Let's just auto-tune it while we wait. I actually really appreciate the fan expert curves that they give, so I'm down to use it. It's done a pretty good job. You can like cook on the top of this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like this thing shoots out some heat. Just saying. DJ Techno, I've actually had these for longer than Computex. I actually used them at CES too. You're very welcome, Evo Cybernation. I like them because, like, today we shot, not only did we basically record the video, but I actually shot a first-person build inside of this at the same time. So that's why I do it now. So it allows me, we did a cut of these, and so I send these to our editors, and then they'll turn them into a full build cut, which is pretty cool. No, I just have a piece of chicken stuck in my tooth, and it's driving me nuts. Sorry for my gross picking tooth thing. That's updated, still running our stuff. Oh, looks like we got it didn't quite fully install something. So we're gonna have to go to here. Viva tuner statistics. It's right here. Element, no, maybe it's not in there. Must be in here. Distro, redist. This didn't install all the way. I do not want the Bing bar. Cyber Corsair says, my wife needs a system she would game more. Ryzen toothpick, huh? Ryzen, will a 79 be an upgrade from my 3080, or should I wait until I get afford a 7900X or a 4080 Super? A 7900 XT, I mean, it's not a big enough upgrade from a 3080. I mean, honestly, I would rather get, at that point in time, I'd rather move up to a 7900 XTX or a 4080 Super because of the stuff that goes in. What kind of games do you play? Yeah, guys, head over, hit those thumbs up buttons. This takes a long time, geez. Do you have games that aren't running well? That's always my thing. Like, people say, I need to upgrade it. It's like, well, do you really need to? Is like, there's something that you want to play that you're not able to play with your current system? It was my birthday on Thursday, and I'm looking for a GPU upgrade and a PSU upgrade as well. I'm looking at a 3060 Ti. Gungur, what's your current GPU, and what's your current PSU? So it's kind of like a 7900 XTX is. I mean, there's some upgrade there, but it's, you know, it's kind of like a slight diagonal upgrade. Oh, a 1050. Okay, well that's a nice jump. How much is a 3060? And then what games do you play? What power supply do you have? Gungur. I like how you're black. Like the black. Your name is black. I don't know how you got that. Okay, so it looks like we got everything good. All of the stuff is set. Let's go see how we test now. It's actually very quiet. Let's see what this turns into. We got Cinebench open. This is not doing anything. Let's just close it just to make sure. We'll reload it after. Loading up Cinebench. Go to Cinebench. Okay. Yeah, so 3060 would be nice. I don't know. I think we have on the website PSU requirements for different GPUs. I'm not sure. I think you need 650 for your power supply. Is it it's not a Dell or anything like that. Like, is it a DIY PC? I'm glad you like it, Araxis. Okay, here we go, guys. File, advanced. Let's go 10 minutes. There we go. Starting the multi-core now. Let's see what we got here. CPU temperature 78. Ooh, that's getting a little. Oh, nope. That did not. That is peaking. Okay, so this AIO, this little cooler is not strong enough. I'm gonna see what our Cinebench is, because that we might actually still be okay. And I'm curious to see what, again, this is more of a gaming one, but I want to see where to get. There's 90, but if it's 17,000, then it's still okay. Clocks are down. It's basically sitting at 89 the whole time. Okay, so it's a little bit of a slow, it's a little bit of a lower, definitely a lower clock speed. I really honestly thought this would be okay, but it is not. So you see a little bit, but again, the real question is, do I care as much about this? No, not so much. It's really what the gaming temps are like. So let's check out, let's throw it to the wolves and see what our gaming temps end up being. Remember, this is really just meant as a gaming PC. So let's throw some Cyberpunk 2077 in there. 14.7 would not have. The 14.7 you couldn't cool with that CPU with this cooler. This is a box cooler, right? Gunger, it's just I asked if it's a Dell, if in other words, is it a DIY PC or is it like a Dell or something like that? Yeah, this case is a little bit of a wild one. Okay, yeah, so it's easy for you to upgrade. So I'd go to 650 if you could, 750 because the price difference isn't all that much, and then a 3060 Ti is great if that all fits within your budget. If you can go to a 40 series, that would be awesome, but I also understand that you may not be able to, because you're more than likely telling me that the cost is going to be, you know, dude, it's 90. Like, this is capping out in gaming. I mean, I'd much rather, okay, so that seems to be okay. Let's see what it's running. It might just be at the burst, and let's see what the average ends up being, but, okay, 70s is okay. But that's still really kind of warm. FE is running fine. So we're gonna do ray tracing. Let's make it the worst it can be. Overdrive, DLSS, it's super resolution. We're gonna leave it on auto. Turn on ray reconstruction, no frame generation, all that kind of jazz. Go to video, we're good here. I'm gonna change this to full screen. Make sure that it's good there. Make sure this is still recording because it likes to not record. Okay, here we go. Run our benchmark. Still pretty warm. Yo, don't worry, Elden Ring's coming. Okay, here we go. So 84, 86, 82. So it's warmer, but it's still below max temp. That's a nice average, 78. Still, I mean, if you did an AIO in this, you could do a 240 millimeter AIO and get that temp down. The FE is not having any problem whatsoever. I mean, this thing, but it's like just drawing air directly from the outside. That seems to be okay. 85, 84, yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at, like, so CPU temps are gonna be fine during gaming. You would just definitely need to make sure that this thing is out where it can get airflow. So if you stuck it like in a hutch or something like that, I don't know if I would recommend doing like hutch cooling or anything like that, but in terms of otherwise, that should be absolutely fine. It's warm, but it's okay. Move this up a little bit. Okay, let's check one more time. Let's just show like average gameplay. That was like the worst kind of setting. So we'll do what we could do here. Let's go to ray tracing, ultra. We're gonna do DLSS, we're gonna do DLAA. So in other words, this is now ludicrous, like the best it will look. Frame generation off, texture quality highs. This is like the cleanest you're gonna see, and this is definitely gonna be a higher hit on the CPU. Okay, still recording. Yeah, like a cabinet. Yeah. So don't put it in like a cabinet. Like, you know, some people will stick this, like this would need to be out and getting air. Does that make sense? You don't have to change the cooler. If you're using this as a gaming one, yes. If you're using it as just gaming, I don't think you wouldn't have to change the cooler. If you wanted to do any productivity, I think you're gonna wanna do a 240 millimeter AIO instead of doing an air cooler like we're doing. Scotimus Prime, thank you for the resub. Biltkin, thank you for the resub as well. With this one, we use the Noctua NHD9L. So here we go, in 80 frames. Look at that, 74. The GPU's temped up a little bit, but still very, very reasonable temps here. Hey, Kasi, thank you for the Prime sub. Kaluda, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Guys, we need more likes. Let's go hit those thumbs up buttons over at youtube.com/Robeytech. Let's hit that thumbs up. And there we go, guys, 78.31. And again, temps seemed okay. It looks like in the menus is where you'll see the highest temps from the CPU. Okay, so let's test something that's not as graphically intensive, but still a game that does a lot, and has a pretty big loop on the CPU. So we'll throw in some Elden Ring real quick. No, it didn't throttle at all. No, there was no thermal throttling on this at all. There was thermal throttling when you were doing, like, if you were gonna do like rendering and stuff like that. Like, then you would see, it looks like you would change a cooling solution if you were gonna plan on doing some rendering. So like a 7700X, a 14700K, and you were doing nothing but gaming. Sorry. If you wanted to do like video editing, heavy machine level work, AI work, all that sort of stuff, you would wanna change the cooling solution. If you're gonna do this as just a gaming PC, you're gonna be fine. It's not gonna thermal throttle, we've shown by using probably the worst case in terms of gaming right there, that you might hit max temps, but it's not gonna throttle. So Hoikyo asked, he said, where the highest frames hit the processor is when you're playing at 1080p. This is 1440p and 4K. If you're gonna do a 1080p system, then yes, I would say at that point in time where you're gonna be using the CPU a whole lot more, you're probably gonna change the cooling solution and go to a 240mm AIO over the air cooler, which it changes the complexity of the build. This is really a 4K or 1440p gaming rig with a 4090 or a 4080 Super if you wanted to drop the price and not have to worry about all the fitment issues I did. The 4090, the GPU's getting no issue whatsoever with temps. But the CPU is, we're definitely at the very edge in terms of being able to cool the CPU effectively. For gaming, you're not gonna have any problem whatsoever. And we'll show you that here with Cyberpunk. You wouldn't. That's the point, Punk Smurf. You wouldn't do it on a 7800X 3D. That's not a good idea. I definitely recommend at that point in time changing to Intel. A 14700K, or you could do AMD 7700X, but the 14700K has a tendency to do better than a 7700X, which is at the top end in terms of AMD's cooling in this case. Peerless Assassin, the cooler, you couldn't fit it in this, Squirrel. It's too big. This is low profile coolers, dude. It won't fit. It's 110 millimeters for the kind of temps, the kind of cooler you can put. So we have a thermal, like the Thermalright 120, that might do better. But then again, this Noctua cooler is actually pretty good. Or maybe the new one from Deepcool, if you can even buy a Deepcool cooler here in the United States here pretty soon because of the whole, them selling to the Russians. Guys, we need 50 more likes. Let's get it done. Why am I not seeing, do I have? There it is, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. So 81 here. Yeah, 200. I would not use a 280 in this case. It is very difficult to fit a 280 millimeter AIO in this without doing like pinching a hose. Even talking to Fractal, Fractal was recommending at the max what you can cool with a 240. Okay, so let's do Volcano Manor here. So this one we're sitting at 60 FPS. Look at those temps, 67, 35. You know what I mean? You're not having any issue whatsoever here in terms of temps. I'm gonna stop the music for a second. Or could you suggest a PSU GPU package, Gunger, a 4060 or a 3060 Ti and a 750 watt PSU is perfect. That's all you need to know. You don't need to choose a particular set. Any one of those, if you're doing an NVIDIA, you're not gonna have any problem whatsoever. Okay, fade that out. Okay, here we go. Let's do a boss. What do you guys say? Oh, no problem. You're totally okay. Now, will I beat this boss? I don't know. We'll find out. But let's talk to the Volcano Lord.
Won't you consider having an audience with our Lord? Our Lord will no doubt welcome you. Another kindred spirit. Treading. Yes. As it should be. Now, close your eyes for a moment. I will transport you to the Lord's chamber. Farewell.
Farewell then.
May your visit be fruitful.
Okay, boys and girls. Never fought this boss. We'll find out how it goes. Hold on. Whoa. Okay. Wow. That's just one way to start. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's just start shooting fire everywhere. Ow. Ow. Ow, he eating me! Okay. Ow. Oh, come on. Oh, snap. What's a god devouring? Oh, God! You just... Oh, okay, that's a god devouring serpent. I'm not a god, dude. Why you gotta eat me? Oh, jeez. I've never fought this boss. I don't know anything about him. He just likes to throw me around like a little ragdoll. Whoa, he threw me way over here. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, man. Ow. My guy's gone. Ow. Ow. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I'm dead! I was close! Plus, me running out of life didn't help. Oh. Okay, let's try it one more time. I don't even know how much. Okay, let's, whoa, wait. Why am I not in the little area?
Yes, now I will transport.
That guy transferring me to the Lord's area. Why didn't he send me to the Isn't there America?
Farewell then. May your
I thought there was a site in America. Yeah, there's. Oh, that's a summoning stone. Okay. Okay, let's try that one more time. One more time. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, 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 okay. I get you. Ow, ow. Why you gotta be so mean to the jellyfish, dude? Oh, poison. Ow. Ow, ow. Oh, he missed me. Ow. Oh, no. He bit me. He bit me. Okay, let's run away a little bit, get some health. Oh, you get no room here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, there's my points. Let's go get those. Oh, that was 164,000. That was definitely the right thing to do. Okay. Come on, just leave me be. Let me eat my food and get back to life. Oh shoot, he has no, oh I have no. Oh man. I hate it when that. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh! I did worse that time. I didn't even notice the lengthy arms. I don't like that you have to talk to this person every time.
yes.
I wonder if I think I might switch to a fire.
I will transport.
I should probably have done that anyway.
Farewell then.
I feel like I'm gonna try. I don't know if I need, hold on, let me try this just to see. That's an intelligence. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if by going to spell, I know I'm gonna take worse hits, but it's better spell stuff. So let's like go all in and do a better job of dodging, maybe. We'll see if that works. This guy hits pretty hard. All right. hit him more. Oh, shoot. My jellyfish is still doing really good. Get him! Stay alive, jellyfish! Get him! Get him! He's like almost dead! Oh! Did I get him? Yes! There it is, guys! On a boss! Oh wait, is there a round 2? Oh no. Well now, crud, if there's, of course there's a round 2.
Very well.
That was not easy. Oh, now he's got a, oh God. Oh, no, 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 no. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Oh, okay, died at the very beginning. Well, I thought I was pretty happy about that. And then, oh, and I forgot to pick up my runes. Oh, well. Together! Well, it feels like you have to beat the other guy. You have to beat the other guy.
Yes, now I
The other guy without using your summon. Or unless you think you can use your summon again? I'm guessing no.
farewell.
I'm going to try one more time, guys, and then we'll call it. Oh, that's why. Okay, so use that for this. Okay, got it. I got it. It's here. And now they have this thing. They mark it. It's the serpent. I think of that. What was the name of it? I didn't pay attention. Anybody remember the name of the sword? Is it this one? There is supposed to be a new UI. There it is. Okay, here you go. This one, the Serpent Hunter. I can't use it. It's called the Serpent Hunter. Trying to find it. Where's the serpent hunter? Serpent hunter? I'm trying to find it. Serpent, okay. Oh, there it is. Serpent hunter. Okay, I got it. Okay, so this is what you kill him with, huh? At the beginning. Oh. Okay. How many likes do we have, guys? Well, there's my... Okay. Oh, it's you like being way in the back. Ow. I was just gonna see what this fight was like, but then I'm assuming it scales with well, you still gotta dodge. Oops. Oh jeez. Okay, 3 attacks there. Well, I've literally dodged none. I dodged an attack. Okay. Okay, so I want to spin the other way. Yeah, I dodged none of those attacks. Literally 0. But that was just called figure out the fight. I wonder how far back you can hit him. Because it's probably pretty good, it looks like.
Yes. Now, I will transfer.
Yeah, it's a good range. It's, again, I've never fought this dude. There's a little bit of learning, so understand like, I wouldn't read too much into it as I figure out this fight. Okay, it's not that. Oh, it's pretty close. No, it's not that close. Oh, ooh, it is pretty far. Okay, so that is hurts. Wow, what did you? Wow, you didn't hit him at all. Oh, now I'm poisoned. Nope. I missed. Okay, so that one I should be able to hit. Out of there. No, no. Oops. Yep, that was stupid. Okay. Definitely an easier fight. Just got to figure out his rotations. Guys, we need 40 more likes. Let's get those last 40 likes. Let's go, since I'm not going to use this. Yeah, you guys are seeing like prolonged gaming.
Farewell, then.
And it's not having any issues whatsoever. Okay, let's pay attention here. You got to be relatively close. Get in. Nope, stay out of the... Whoa, I didn't expect the freaking... I thought it'd be outside of the poison. Now I'm poisoned too, which just makes it even worse. So I'm poisoned and fighting him. Okay, so that's like spin left, spin right. Get a couple hits there. Fire. Oops. Okay, that's the one where you got to go, when he comes this way, you got to spin that way and then spin the other way. So there's just a little bit of learning his fight. Because this one I want to, this one you want to basically, I want to use the, you want to kill him the normal way.
Yes. As now.
This boss is genuinely hard.
Farewell then.
Lava Snake of Doom. I don't think fire is actually going to do me any good. It also would help if this sword, I was like, I'm an intelligence build, so it makes it a whole lot harder. Oh man. Oop. Missed. Oh. There we go, see? Oops. There we go. Dodge one. There we go. Some nice hits. Okay. Oops. Fire sucks. Stamina up. Oh, I don't like the poison. Oh, shoot. Oh! See, that was much better. Yeah, how do you do that, Sergeant Nobody? That's a good, is that with right trick? Is that with the, when he falls down? It's because I use the spell build. How do you, what button is the, what are we likewise, guys?
I will transfer.
I almost had him.
Farewell then.
And now, much better gameplay, that one. What does this do? Oh, that's just normal, okay. 220, guys, come on, we can do it. There's enough people here. Oh, that guy bit me. So you gotta roll, it's almost like you roll into his attacks is the thing you need to learn. Get through the poison. Standing in the fire. Shoot, poison sucks. I need to go right. Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention at all. It has small hands, but big damage. I need to, when he poisons, it's almost like you want to run to the far left. Just remembering all the stuff you have to remember for this build, for this game.
Yes. As it should be. Now, I will Farewell, then.
I like how she, like, you kill 3 people and then you get sent down there to go get eaten. They don't have a lot of people who must be really supportive of this. Okay, that's the one I don't know how to dodge. Oh, that one I go this way, that one I go this way. You can't be cheap. That one works there. Okay, this one I can power attack. I don't remember how to do that. I'm gonna try. I'm in the fire, which is not good. Oh, that was a good dodge. Eat, drink. Oh, shoot, he did a 3 attack. There we go. Oops, that's not what we wanted. There it is again. I wish I could remember how to... He's gonna die now. There we go. That's my greatsword. Oh shoot. Now I gotta find my greatsword. Left trigger, okay. What are the odds of me finding my greatsword in time? Pretty low. Shoot. Oh no, it didn't go the right way! Oh, jeez. Okay, can we actually do something here? Am I even going to do any damage here? Oh god, I'm like stuck in the fire. No, I can't even see the camera. I'm like, where am I? I'm just dying. I was like, I can't. It's like, I couldn't, I mean, like, the fight was great. I couldn't do anything. Okay, guys, well, obviously we're not going to hit those likes, so, and we're going to call it there. Thank you very much for everybody hanging out today. Really appreciate everybody. I hope you enjoyed us doing the build inside of the Fractal mood. Honestly, guys, and we showed you temperature-wise and all that sort of stuff, which was actually really cool. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out and letting me play some Elden Ring. Obviously, got some work to do on that boss and stuff like that. So what's coming up next? So next stream is on Tuesday. We're debuting a brand new show with UFD Tech. We're going to be doing, it's called Tech Challenge. It's going to be at 11 a.m. Here on Robeytech as well as on UFD as well. So that should be a lot of fun. It's a new tech talk show about us tech talkers talking tech with other tech lovers. So it should be a lot of fun and a lot of stuff like that. Then we're going to be back on Wednesday. We're going to be doing the Cougar FV270 case. We're going to be doing the brand new NZXT 87 Flow. We have a beautiful build that we're going to be doing inside of that. So that should be a lot of fun. We got some more Elden Ring streams. We might do some Elden Ring gaming streams here on Monday. But outside of that, guys, super appreciate all of you guys being here and joining me tonight. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, and we will see you guys on the next build. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.